Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel, or welcome if you are new.
Stranger, it's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let you in this club.
Today's video, we did a little get ready with me. I tried some new makeup products, and I just sat here and I just let it all out. I just talked and I updated you guys about outgrowing friendships, outgrowing certain things in my life that I just can't do anymore, and new things that I'm going to be implementing to make myself better. I talked a little bit about boys, a little bit like the 50-50 battle that's going on everywhere, and a little bit about the direction that my history is, direction that my channel is going into as far as like story times and stuff like that. Definitely stick around if you want to see this makeup video on me. But before that, let's get into the tea that is Dossier. Okay, Dossier sent me a whole entire package because I'm so spoiled. I absolutely love working with them. They are literally the best. If you guys didn't know, Dossier also sells candles now, and not just any old candle, girl. A full size candle. What? Oh my god, it smells so good. I think this is ambery vanilla. I swear to god, I did not even look. I could just tell because it smells just like the fragrance. Anyway, if you guys don't know who Dossier is a luxury fragrance company that takes your favorite luxury fragrances like Versace, Dior, Gucci, all those things, Chanel, and puts them into their own little twist, makes a duplicate of their own for literally a fraction of the cost. Their fragrances go anywhere from $29 to $39 to $49. Most luxury fragrances start at like $60 and up. I know most of them are like $100, especially Versace. And now you don't have to do that. You have a one-stop shop for all of your favorite fragrances that you can get sent directly to your home. You don't even gotta go to the store. And I have a coupon code to help you out. I get questions all the time on what fragrances are the best, or which ones that you guys think that you should start with. I love ambery vanilla, I love ambery saffron, fruity magnolia, fruity honey, fruity brown sugar, and floral marshmallow. Those are all dupes for like YSL Black Opium, Baccarat Rouge. I think, yeah, floral marshmallow is a dupe for Love Don't Be Shy by HIKILLA, which is Rihanna's favorite. Fruity magnolia is a dupe for Versace Bright Crystal, which is my personal favorite. What I love about these fragrances is they literally last all day, like literally all day. Like I will spray them on my jacket because you know, like you don't wash your jackets all the time. And when I go to use it next, like the fragrance will still be on there. It's long lasting, it's cheap, okay? And they always have like deals. Like they have a Mother's Day deal going on right now. And if you use that coupon code on top of my coupon code, Dakota10, it's not Dakota Cross 10 anymore, it's Dakota 10, you get an extra 10% off. They also do men's fragrances too. This one is musky oak moss, and I bought this one for my dad. I'm gonna give it to him for Father's Day. And it's a cologne, but it smells, oh my god. It makes me dream about the man that I will have one day. And they also do candles. If you're not a fragrance person and you just want some candles in your house, these are full-size candles. This last one that I had lasted me 2 months. 2-wick. It smells just like the fragrance. It just smells bomb. Like honestly, Dossier is a jack of all trades. You want to give your mother the luxury of smelling good while saving money at the same time? All you have to do is go ahead and click the link in my bio. Use code Dakota10 at checkout to get money off of your order and smell good while not spending $100. This recession, you gotta cut corners any way you can. Dossier, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Now let's get on into this tea, shall we? If your credit score is under 700, please don't argue with me. Please don't argue with me because you have no place to argue. What you need to do is go talk to a financial advisor. All right, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. Your girl doesn't feel good today. Your girl does not feel good. Not only do I have my period, but I have my allergies too. Like, oh my god. I feel like it should be illegal to have allergies and to have your period at the same time. I should qualify for some type of disability. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys, have like a big virtual FaceTime call. I've been using a snail Munson lately. I just figured out from TikTok that you're only supposed to use it when your face is wet. So I've been using the CeraVe toner. This is so good. It's like a hydrating one. It has hyaluronic acid in it. And then I've been using this over it. And then rose water. Girl, I forgot how much my skin loves rose water. Eva Longoria, I think that's her name is. I don't freaking know. She, like, that's like her biggest like skincare secret. And she's like, she looks so young. And she says, she's like, use rose water. it's just like the end all be all. So yeah, we're gonna listen to her. Don't mind my room. I'm in the middle of like literally, I need a life reset. I need like a whole life reset. I need to just redo my whole entire life because I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Like I was on Instagram today and I was basically talking about how obviously I've been depressed. Like you guys can see, like I have been depressed. Like your girl has been depressed. How many times am I gonna say that? Take a shot. No, don't take a shot. Yeah, like I've just been mad depressed lately, and like I just have not been okay at all, and life has just not been lifing. Everything's just been really crazy. I've been super depressed, super just out of it, and I think it reflects in my content. I mean, the last story time I did was honest to God like so much fun. Everybody was like, you seem like you're back to yourself, and I was like, yeah, like now I'm finally feeling back to myself. But before that I was feeling absolutely crazy, so lost in the sauce. And I feel like other people can relate. Like everybody that I talk to is like, no, like I literally feel the exact same. Like life has been just crazy and conflicting emotions, up and downs, whatever. And I think it's just important for creators to come on here and be like honest about what's going on in their life. And right now I feel like I'm just going through like a purging phase. Like there's just certain things and certain people in the past 2 years that have been in my life that I just cannot take with me on my next chapter, and that's okay. I'm just outgrowing. I'm outgrowing certain people and I'm outgrowing certain things. And I was like talking about my Instagram this morning how like we all have self-awareness, and maybe we don't all have the same self-awareness. Like we don't all have the same mindset when it comes to like friendships or relationships and how we treat people, whatever. But I feel like I am typically a person where people just take advantage of me, and they take advantage of my kindness because they are like, oh, like we know Dakota's gonna do it, or we know Dakota's gonna say yes. Because not we, but like as a person, people just know like, oh, like I know Dakota's gonna say yes, so I'm gonna ask her. Like, oh, like I know if I ask her for this favor, she's gonna say yes, or she's going to show up for me, because that's the type of friend that I am. Like if you are down bad and you need me, girl, I will be there. Like I will come through, no questions asked, literally at all. Like I will be there for you, because that's the type of friend that I am. Certain friendships of mine, I'm realizing that I am giving so much more than I am receiving, and I don't do anything for anybody. One thing that I cannot stand and I absolutely hate is when people have the nerve to do something nice for you. Hold on, I have to go get my mirror. And it's supposed to be out of the kindness of your heart. Like when I do things for somebody, it's not to receive anything back. I'm just asking you to be a good friend in return. That's it. I'm not gonna expect no favors. I'm not gonna expect literally anything. The only thing that I am going to ask for you to do is just be a good friend back. That's literally it. Like, that's all I want. And I can't stand like when like you do something for someone does something for you, and then if you guys have like a falling out or something happens, they're like, oh well, I've done blah 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 for you, because like how could you dare treat me like this? I've done X, Y, and Z. It's like, if that's what it's gonna be, then don't do anything for me. Don't do anything for me if that's what you're gonna do. And so I hate to be that person that's sitting here and like kind of taking inventory, right, for lack of a better term. Every time I film, somebody wants to mow their lawn. I feel like if you mow your lawn on a Monday, you just want attention. Yeah, so for me personally, I hate even sitting here saying like, oh, I've done X, Y, and Z for so-and-so, and I can't believe that they treat me like this. But like, it's freaking true. Like, I'm sorry, but it's true. Like, it just doesn't make any type of sense to me. Like, I feel like I put so much into certain friendships. Not all. Like, I have some amazing friends. Like, please understand that when I talk about things like this, I'm not talking about everybody. It's just generalized. But I feel like I am that friend that I'm always there for people. Or like if I see somebody in a down spot, I'm always there offering to help. And maybe that's a problem. Like, my therapist told me I have like a savior complex, and I most definitely do. Like, literally, people feel so comfortable coming up to me and telling me things and venting to me and asking me for things. And I'm so happy that like I can create a safe space for people to feel that way. But where's mine? Like, where's mine? Because I don't get that shit back. Okay, anyway, yeah, I definitely do have this like savior complex, and I feel like I'm always like the sacrificial lamb. And I'm always trying to like help people. Like, I just have like that moral compass where it's like I just really always want to help people, but I feel like I really get like taken advantage of. And there's a couple people in my life where I feel like they just have no they will just ask me like over and over and over again to do things for them, and I feel like there's no like limit. Like they're just like, oh well, I know Dakota will say yes, so I'll ask her, or oh, she's such a good friend, so I'll ask her. And they just take, and then there's no reciprocation. There's no like, oh hey, you know, you've been doing this for me, so do you need this? Or like, hey, like, you like, just it's just like take, no reciprocation whatsoever. And that shit is really starting to piss me off, because it's like, okay, like part of it is obviously my fault because I let them, and like what you allow will continue, and like that's not to victim shame anybody, but it's like, just like if you're in a toxic relationship and he cheats on you and you keep taking him back after every single time, the first time I'm gonna feel bad for you, because it's like, damn, I can't believe that he cheated on you. But if you take him back and he keeps doing it every single time, you take him back, you're the problem, because you keep taking him back. Of course he's gonna keep doing it because he knows you're gonna take him back, right? And the same thing like goes in friendships, and I feel like in some of my friendships where I'm feeling this way, like I am the problem. Like I am the actual problem, because it's like I don't do anything to change that. It's like, of course they're going to keep feeling comfortable asking for favors because you're not stopping it. Like you're not putting an end to it. So it's like, what do you think is gonna happen, girl? Like of course they're gonna keep taking advantage. I just feel like there's certain people and there's certain things that I am outgrowing. And the thing is that I go back and forth with it, because who I was from 2016 compared to who I am right now, two completely different Dakotas, like two completely different people. And back in 2016 to 2020, honestly, I learned like such pivotal life lessons, right? Like such pivotal, important things that I would have never learned if I didn't take that time to just be with myself. And I have come leaps and bounds, and this is in no way, shape, or form to say like I'm better than anybody or that I'm further than anybody, because I'm not. I still have so much more to do, so much more to heal. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But because I'm at where I'm at, and I've done so much work to like develop the mindset I have now, and to do the things that I'm doing now, and to just cut out toxicity and really try to live like a healthier lifestyle, I really cannot tolerate being around people who are not self-aware, people who are not putting in the work into their healing journey and putting in the work into their life, because we all have the same 24 hours. We all do. And if you're just gonna sit there and constantly play the victim about every single thing that happens to you, that is not somebody that I can be around. If you are somebody who you cannot take accountability, you cannot look yourself in the mirror and say what I did was wrong, and you just have a bunch of people around you co-signing your mess, and then you want me to do the same thing, no, we cannot be. I'm sorry. I'm like, and it's like, listen, like I love you, like I love you so freaking much, but I gotta love you from over here, because I cannot, literally cannot have that type of stuff in my life. Like it's so triggering to me, and it's like I feel like I'm going to regress because of it, and I just can't afford that right now. I've done too much work in therapy, too much work in my personal life to be around anybody like that. And I just really feel like, so some people, it's like I love you so much, but I gotta love you from over here, because I cannot. It's like I literally just cannot do it. And there's just like certain things that I am outgrowing. Like I went to the club this weekend. It was my really good friend Maya's birthday. Hey Maya, if you're watching this, I love you so much, girl. Maya's like such a good friend to me. Maya's the type of friend where it's like, it's a very equal give and take. Like that girl pours into me as much as I pour into her, and she's just a really cool friend. I actually met her because she is subscribed to my channel, and she kept reaching out to me on Instagram, and I was like, oh shit, like she lives in Connecticut, let's hang out. And that's how we became friends. So if you live in Connecticut, girl, slide in my DMs, because I will be friends with you. Like went to the club for her birthday, and I'm not like a club or bar person anymore. I have been going to clubs, bars, all that shit since I was like 18 years old, okay? 18 years old, and I'm just like really over it. I don't know what it is, y'all, but like alcohol, literally, I don't like it anymore. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like anything. Like when I take a shot, before I even swallow it, I feel like I'm going to throw up. And it's not because like I'm a little girl. Well, I am a little girl. I'm a little bitch when it comes to shots. I'm not even going to lie. I always have been. But I feel like my body just like doesn't want it anymore. And there's a really weird period of time where having fun means going out with your friends to clubs and to bars and to party and having girls' nights and wine and whatever. But then you get to a point where it's like, I'm not even going to say it's age. I don't think it's age. I think it's just like mindset changes or maturity. I don't know what it is, but you get to a point where that stuff is just not fun anymore. Like going out to clubs, staying out till 5 a.m., getting very limited sleep, and then waking up and trying to have a productive day, but you're just like so tired and so down bad that you literally can't. There just comes a point in life where that shit is just not fun anymore. It's not fun anymore. It's not the vibe. It's not what you want to do. And I'm realizing that, like, I don't know, a couple months ago, I think it was, I just didn't have fun going out anymore. Like every time I went out, it would be like, yeah, sure, like cool, fun, you know, listen to Bad Bunny, jump around, get a couple of drinks, awesome. But then I would just go home and I'd be like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Then it's like, well, what do I do now? Like, what's the new fun? Like, do I go to yoga classes? Do I go on retreats? Do I go get a green juice in the morning and walk around town? Like, what do I do? Like, I feel like so many people struggle with this and like nobody talks about it, literally, because I was just talking about it with my friend, Mariana, the other day. Like, we were literally just talking about this and we were saying, like, what do you do when that stuff isn't fun anymore? Like, you get past that stage where like, okay, like just all that like going out and like clubbing, it's just not fun anymore, right? You get past that stage, cool. But then you get to a stage where it's like, well, what do I do? Like now, like what do I replace my fun with? I hate to say it, but it's just true. A lot of our friendships and relationships are based around alcohol. Like they just are. A lot of our friendships and relationships would not exist if alcohol wasn't a thing. And listen, I'm not saying that I'm never gonna pick up a drink again. When it's 90 degrees outside and my favorite restaurant opens the patio, I'm in there, okay? I am pulling up like a pamper. But what I'm saying is, like, for the time being, like that stuff just isn't really fun to me anymore. So it's like, what do you do now? And then it's like, who do you hang out with? Because a lot of your friends, this is what I'm talking about when I say you can't be mad at people for not being on like the same page as you, because I totally understand that there's still people who love to go to the clubs. They think that's fun. Like, I'm not saying that I don't judge people for doing that. Like, do whatever the hell you want. Like, I wish that I had the energy for that stuff, but I just don't. Like, even when I was at the club, like, don't get me wrong, I had a good time. Like, I had a good time. I'm not saying I didn't have a good time, but I was just like, I left there and I was just like, I'm never going to a club again. It's just not in me. It's not what I like to do. 2 years ago, I loved to go to clubs. I loved to smoke hookah. I loved going to clubs. I loved staying out all night. There was just something so like exhilarating about it. And then I wake up the next day, I would still get ready and I would still be productive. Like I wasn't like a couch potato. I would literally get up. These pimples need to start paying rent. They better start paying rent if they're gonna be on my face like this, because I'm really just over it. Like, girl, you freaking for real? I don't really like drinking anymore. I drink once in a while, but I just really don't like the taste of alcohol anymore. It's like my body like rejects it. I don't know. So I feel like I'm outgrowing like so many things in my life. I'm also going through my Saturn return right now, which is basically like wherever Saturn is in your sign is the 2 years that you're going to be going through the most like pivotal growth of your whole entire life. I guess it's like a pivotal time of transformation where you're going through like basically everything in your life that cannot come with you in order for you to level up will get taken away from you. And when I tell you, like, I was out to dinner with my friend Romance, that's the thing too. So me and my friend Romance, we went to like a Mexican restaurant and we got virgin drinks. She was like, you know what, I have full body tomorrow, like full body workout, and so I don't think I'm gonna drink. And I was like, you know what, I don't want to drink either. I was like, I have not been feeling it when it comes to drinking. So I was like, girl, I'm with you in that. We got virgin coconut mojitos, literally tasted the exact same, like so good without all the alcohol. And I woke up the next day, I think I got home around 11:30 midnight. I woke up the next day and like went to the gym. Like I felt so good, and I was like, yo, this is like the type of stuff that I need to be doing. And it was so much fun. We had a little date in like the city, well, not the city, New Haven. New Haven's like New York, so I always call it the city, but it's not the city. I live in Connecticut. I do not live in New York. But it was just so much fun, and I was like, this is the type of shit that I need to be doing. Like, this is the type of like fun that this is what fun looks like. And girl, we split the bill. We got 2 entrees and 2 of the virgin coconut mojitos. You know how much we spent each? $28. $28. Like, do you know, if I would have spent money, if alcohol would have been in that shit, it would have been at least $70. Like, I can't talk when I carve my eyebrows, so we're gonna work this real quick and I'll be right back. Yeah, it was literally so much fun, and I'm just like, why don't I do this more often? Like, I don't have to drink like when I go out. Like, and if I decide not to drink and people judge me for that, like, that is not like that's not my problem. Like, I don't know, I think I just get scared because, like I said, drinking is such like a social thing, and I feel like people are gonna look at me weird, but it's like I just don't like it anymore. Like I said, I'm like a social or like once in a while drinker. Like, I don't even keep alcohol. If you guys notice, like when I do story times, I used to drink wine when I did story times, and I would be like, get your wine, get your snacks, da 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 da. And now, like, I barely even say that anymore because I'm not getting my wine. I am getting my snacks, but I'm not getting my wine. I don't know, you guys. Like, it's just, oh, it's so weird. Like, I'm growing up. Like, it really is growing pains. Like, it's really weird. It's like I'm growing up, and there's certain things that I just cannot partake in anymore. And there's so it was funny because my reader, my psychic, we were talking when I did my reading like last month, and I do readings with Keen, as you guys know. Like, they, you know, I work with them, they sponsor my videos, but I also get readings done by my personal tarot girl, which is like a once a year type of thing, and we kind of have like a little friendship on the side. Like, I've never met her before. Her name's Juvia, but freaking love her life. She's so cool. Like, I aspire to be like her. And she's a Pisces as well, so we're both going through our Saturn return right now, and she's been going through the same thing. Like, we used to literally do Zoom meetings, her and a couple people in like the spiritual community on Instagram. One person ruined it, so we can't do it anymore, but we would be on there and we would all drink our wine and just got like, oh my god, my eyes are watering, guys. These allergies, oh my god, this makeup's gonna turn out really bad, but it's not about the makeup, it's about the message behind it, okay? Makeup and motivational Monday, period. Did I just start something? Oh my god, wait, should I do that? Should I do this every Monday and it'll be called like makeup and motivation? Guys, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I have so many ideas and I just don't know what to do with them, because like, this is a Dakota's diary, but it's also a girl talk, but it's also a makeup and motivate. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wish I had like a manager or like a creative executive person that I could talk to about these things, because I just need somebody where I can give them my ideas and they can like conceptualize them for me. Does that make sense? Like, I just need somebody who I can talk to and be like, these are my ideas, what do you think I should do? And that's it. Like, that's all I need. I don't even need a manager. I really don't. I can get brand deals on my own. I could talk to people. Yeah, I need like an executive, like creative person. Am I making sense? Probably the fuck not. Who cares? Do you care? Probably not. You're just here for the tea. That's fine. That's all I'm good for. No, I'm playing. But no, for real, like, where the fuck even was I? What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, but she was like, you are going, she basically told me like, I'm gonna find the love of my life. She didn't say when. She said sooner than I think, but she was like, you need to start changing what you need in a guy. You need a guy who wakes up early, goes to the gym, eats really healthy, has like, you know, his like a really good like career, has his stuff together. And she basically told me like, I can so picture you being like a stay-at-home mom, but like still having your passive income and still being very successful, but like your life is your kids. And that's what I've always wanted. I've always wanted to just have my life be about my family. I grew up with a single mom, and like, well, okay, I grew up with my dad, but then when my parents divorced and my dad, you know, had his addiction, I basically grew up with a single mom. My mother was trying to bust her ass at work while getting a degree at the same time, and me and my brother were kind of just like home alone a lot, and me and him had our own issues. I can't stand my brother. Anyway, neither here or there. But I feel like my mom, she couldn't always be as present as she wanted to be because she worked, you know, like she had her own stuff going on. And that is, I don't blame her for that. I'm not mad at her for that. Like, I get it, but at the same time, of course I wish that she was around more. And with my daughter, like, I love being involved in everything. I love being at every field trip. I love being at every parent-teacher conference. I love being at every school event. And also, it's just me. Like, her dad is not involved. He's not around. So for me personally, it's like I have to play not both roles, but I have to play my role 1000%. If you're a single mom, then you will totally understand what I'm talking about. Like, my role has to be played 1000%, because if not, who the fuck else is gonna be there, right? I want that. I love being involved, and when I do find the love of my life, that's how I want it to be. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not a 50-50 girl. I'm not a 50-50 girl, and here is why. We have our periods. right now. Every single month we bleed, we menstruate, we cramp, we bear children for 9 months. Like, we literally are creators of life energy, of life force. We go through more emotionally, we go through more physically, and I feel like if I'm going to be carrying your child for 9 months, bleeding every single month, cleaning, cooking, laundry, all of that, I'm not doing 50-50. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm just not. And listen, if you are the type of person who likes 50-50, I'm not judging you. I think that two things can exist at once, and I think that there's duality in everything. And I think for some people, the 50-50 lifestyle works, and that's great. Like, I'm so happy for you. There are some women who prefer to be a little bit more dominant and be the breadwinners, or that's just how it works out for their family. They just have the better job and they pay more and they like that, and that's fine, girl. Like, I am not coming for you at all. I wish I could say things without people taking it the wrong way, but people on the internet are just so damn sensitive these days. Like, I'll say that and then I won't say like what I just said about how like, oh, but like if that's what you do, I don't judge you, and somebody would be like,
oh my god, this is why we can't have blah, 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 as females, because you're sitting here saying 50-50 and you're talking about a logic that worked 20 years ago and it doesn't work anymore. And by the way, your grandma got cheated on while she was not doing 50-50.
Like, okay, I'm not talking about that, Priscilla. I'm freaking talking about my own shit and what I want for me and what works for me and what I want for my life. Okay, great. I'm so happy that we got that covered. And if you're still triggered, go talk to your mirror. A therapist, a counselor, a mirror, or anything. Like, if your credit score is under 700, please don't argue with me. Please don't argue with me, because you have no place to argue. What you need to do is go talk to a financial advisor. I was literally like I was on my Instagram this morning and I was like telling the girls about what I get for my period. I'll put a picture right here, but it's like these period undies. Girl, they're underwears that have pads inside. So you don't even, oh, girl, life changer, life changer, life changer. Like, I feel bad for my grandma because she didn't have these back in the day, but they are literally so good. And I was talking and I was like, by the way, as a man, if period talk made you feel uncomfortable, if your credit score is not over 700, do not come at me. Like, you need to go see a therapist or you need to go see a financial advisor. I don't know what to tell you, but if you ever plan on being married one day, your girl is going to have her period January through December. So you're going to have to learn about the female body and be comfortable with that. And if you don't like that, go to hell and say hi to R. Kelly on the way. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I hate when people are like, oh my god, it's so gross, she's talking about her period. Okay. I'm done this conversation. Yeah, for me personally, I don't want to do the whole 50-50 thing. I've been working since I was 15, and yeah, you know what? I want someone to take care of me. I do. And I'm tired of feeling bad for saying that. I want someone to take care of me because I want to be in my feminine energy. And I want to thrive and flourish in my femininity and take care of my kids and make sure that they have a hot meal on the table every single night, that my house is clean, that my kids are happy, that if something happens where they're out of school or they're sick or there's spring break or whatever, I can be there and not have to jump, hop, and skip through 5,000 hoops in order to figure out, well, who's gonna watch little Timmy today so I can go to work? And so it's summer camp. How can I find a summer camp and afford that and afford food and afford clothes and afford extracurricular activities? No! I'm not doing that. Like, yeah, so you know what? I do want a provider. I do want a man who comes into the relationship and is like, yo, we have kids. Like, if you have my children, I am paying 80% of the bills and you only have to pay 20%, like maybe pay the utilities or the cable or whatever, and pay for the things inside the house, like paper towels, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, make sure the house is clean, make sure dinner's cooked every night. Like, I am very traditional like that. So my whole entire life, if you asked me up until maybe 2 years ago, I would have said the complete opposite. I would have been like, nope, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna work my butt off and make sure that I never meet a man for anything and that I can do this all on my own and I'm a girl boss. I don't fucking want to be a girl boss. I'm sorry, but I don't. I do not want to be a girl boss anymore. I want to flourish in my feminine energy and I want my man to take care of shit, and that's just the way that it is, and that's what I want. And I'm so tired of sitting here and feeling weird for admitting that. Like, I'm so tired of sitting here and being scared to say that, like, on the internet, because I feel like some people are just so strongly opinionated about like men and women being equal, that they don't realize that of course we're equal. Like, of course I'm not saying that like a man deserves things more than a woman, or a woman deserves things more than a man. I'm not saying that anyway, but I will say that there's certain things that women are better at, and there's certain things that men are better at. There's a reason why every time the kids cry, they go to the mom, because they're supposed to be the nurturers. Like, we're supposed to be nurturing and like the safe space. And you know, I hope I'm making sense. It's gonna offend somebody, but listen, the way that it comes out is the way that it comes out. This is my channel. If you don't like it, hit the unsubscribe button. Hey, yeah, like that too. Like, I'm outgrowing that mindset when it just comes to like me being like, oh, I need to work, and like I just need to work my ass off 24/7 and kill myself. And it's like, no, like, I'm sorry. Where's my eyelash glue? Here it is. I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of that. I don't want to do that anymore. So any man that comes into my life and wants to stick around, you have to be okay with that. And if not, kick rocks. Respectfully, kick rocks. We also have men who just want to be who want to be treated like females these days. I was with a guy one time. Oh, it was that guy that I was talking about in that video where he like did like jujitsu or like BJJ or whatever. And I was talking about how he was talking to me and that girl at the same time as he was living with her. He literally told me, I asked him one time, I'm like, what do you think about like 50-50 like relationships? And he's like, well, I mean, if my girl makes more money than me and I could stay home, then I'll do that. And I'll be like, babe, give me your credit card. And that's the day I knew that we were never going to work out, because ew. I'm saying, or like this one guy who's Adrian, you know, Adrian, my narcissistic ex, he has a friend, and he will post on Insta. Well, I unfollowed him like a week ago because I couldn't take it anymore, but he would post on Instagram and be like, yo, how do I get a sugar mama? Like, as a man, how do you get up and not go to work and not provide for your family? I just don't understand it. I really don't. My expectations are not too high. My standards are pampered. Get them all dead bodies in the hallway and get the crystal ball with it all. Say Halle Berry, hallelujah, holla back, oh, to ya, peace. Certain friends I'm outgrowing. There's certain activities that I am outgrowing, and to be completely honest, I'm kind of glad that I made this video today, because if I'm being like 100% honest with y'all, I am outgrowing story times. I really am, and I have been feeling this way for a very long time, and I think that it shows. Like, when I used to create stories, I just had this like energy to me, and like everybody could see it, and I think that's why my audience ended up following me and growing to love me, was because of my authenticity, my realness, the way that I was able to tell a story and like really capture an audience. But if I'm being 1000% honest, my love for story times have really been disintegrating. And I've been feeling this way for a while. I was talking to my friend a month ago. I'll never forget this. I was driving to my mother's house and I was just like sad. And he was like, what's wrong? And I was like, I am outgrowing making storytime videos. And I just started to cry. And he's like, why are you crying? And I was like, because like it feels like a breakup. I was like, I've been doing this content of telling stories for 2 years and I've had so much fun. Like, it's the reason why my channel even got started. And I just remember seeing people like Nikki Glamour and Alexis Jada like doing storytime videos, and it would just get me so happy. And I would be like, yo, like this video is the only reason why I'm able to get through work, or these videos are the only reason why I'm able to get through my chores or just like my daily life. And I remember being like, I wish that I could do this. Like, I wish that I could come on here and tell stories, and like that's what I wanted to do with my life, like literally so bad. And when I got the opportunity to do it, I just fell in love with it, and I would post consistently, and I was so happy, and I was gaining like a family on here, because you guys know I really don't have much family, and it was the best feeling in like literally the whole entire world. And then after a while, it just slowly just started to drift away. And now when I tell a story, it just feels kind of like forced. And like, I was supposed to come on here today and do a daycare story, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to come on here and I'm going to do this, because this is what makes me happy. I love sitting here and talking with you guys and helping you guys, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like the person I was 2 years ago when I started to tell stories is not the person that I am now. And also the stories that I tell do not reflect the person that I am now. Like telling those stories, like even like the person I was a year ago, this time last year, I am just not that freaking person anymore. And I am just like sick of sitting here and just talking about like past stuff. Like it doesn't make me happy anymore, but it's what my audience wants to see. And I never want to like disappoint you guys, because you guys are my whole entire life. Like I love you guys so much. And like I remember I was just like crying, and he's like, why are you crying? And I was like, because it feels like a breakup. Like it feels like me coming on here and being like, hey guys, like if I had it my way, I would not do story times anymore. I would not do story times anymore. Unless it was something recent that happened and I was like, oh my god, I gotta come on here and tell them the tea. But like, they don't make me happy. They don't make me happy. And you guys could tell. Like, you guys could tell when I'm telling my stories. Like, it's not there anymore. It's like a relationship that is going well, but you're just not 100% happy in. And you know that you're outgrowing, but it's like you love that person so much and you don't want to let them go. I'm so scared because this is my income. This is my job. And my whole reason for living is based on the money I make from YouTube and partnerships. That's just the reality of it. I would do YouTube if I made $0 because I love YouTube so much. But this is also how I make my income. This is how I get a check. This is how I feed my child. This is how I live, survive. No views equals no income. And I know for an absolute fact, if I were to wake up tomorrow and stop doing story times and only do videos like this or other videos, I wouldn't be able to live or survive. And that is fucking scary. So I feel like I still have to come on here and do them because number one, it's what you guys like. And also that's the thing too, is I'm afraid of disappointing you guys. I'm so afraid of sitting here and doing different content and y'all being like, oh, I like this, but like I really miss your story times. Like, oh, I only want to watch your story times. At the end of the day too, what y'all need to realize is your favorite creators that come on here and do story times, they're gonna run out one day. We all run out of story times. The story times that all of you love are stories from when most of us were like in our early 20s, and most storytime creators are like pushing 30 or already in their 30 years. And after a while, life is not the same anymore, right? You settle down, you have kids, you transition and enter into a new phase of your life, and that stuff, like the drama, the adrenaline, the exhilaration, it's just not there anymore because we grew up. I don't even watch story times anymore. If I'm being completely honest, I don't even watch story times anymore because I don't even really care for them anymore, if I'm being honest. Like I still watch Alexis, I still watch Nikki, I still watch Asia sometimes, but other than that, I really don't watch story times anymore. I'd be watching like Monet McMichael, like in her day in her life, and like vlogs and like girl talks and get ready with me. Like I fucking love Monet. Monet is so cool. I watch like McKenna Walker. Those are the types of videos that I've been into, are just like motivational ones where like, or like podcasts. That's what I like. I really don't even like story times anymore because I'm being honest, I just don't care to hear for drama anymore. I don't care to hear like, oh, my ex was fucking on this girl and blah, blah, blah. Like, I just don't care for it. It doesn't do anything for me. It's not beneficial. And like, don't get me wrong. Yes, it's nice to sometimes like get the tea and to get out of your day for a little bit. But it's like, when you're done with that video, what did you take with you after that? But did your brain get nourished? No. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I sound like a bitch. I don't know. So I'm in a transitional period of my life right now, guys. Like, I really am, and it's difficult, and I'm scared. I'm terrified. And do you know how much balls you have to come on here and admit that you're terrified to try something new? Like, what happens if the content I post doesn't do well, and then I have to go out and get, like, a regular job again? But this is the way I want to live life for the next 30 days. The way that I'm going to live my life for the next 30 days is, if you knew with every single fiber of your body that the content you were going to create was going to go viral, you were going to be okay, you were going to make the most money you've ever made in your whole entire life, and you would not have to worry about struggling or quitting or anything like that, what kind of content would you create? And that's what I'm gonna do for the next month, because I'm not happy and something has to change. Something has to change. And listen, if I'm not happy, y'all ain't gonna be happy. We have a mutual relationship here where I make you happy by the content I create and you guys make me happy because of the connection that I build. Like, honestly, yes, it is my income, but fuck the money. Like, I really am here for the community. Like, that's really what it's all about with me, is just the community. And I struggle to find my fitting in the influencer world, because to be an influencer means to come on here and do paid campaign briefs, to post with an agenda of you're going to get paid while showing your real personality. And I absolutely love that. But I feel like nowadays when I go onto Instagram and I go onto TikTok, or I go onto like just anything, it's all ads. It's all ads. It's all like Bloom Superfoods, or it's all like hair extensions or lingerie or Fenty. And it's like, it just, the authenticity behind it just got like completely removed. Like, now when you go onto an influencer's Instagram, it's just ad after ad after ad after ad. And like, half the time these people don't even be using the products anymore. Like, half the time they really do not even believe in what they're, like, this girl the other day that I had to unfollow her. Unfortunately, I did. Like, I'm so sorry, but like, I loved her as an influencer so much. She is a couples channel, but she also has like her own page, and she came on and you could just tell that she was sitting in front of, she did like an Instagram story campaign, and she was promoting, I don't remember what she was promoting. That's what I'm saying. It was so like forced that I didn't even know what she was promoting. She doesn't even know what she was promoting. And she was sitting there and she was reading from, like, you could tell she was like reading from a computer, and she's like, "Hi guys, today I came on here to share," and then she like cut the video off and then put it on again, and she was like, "Ba-da-da-da-da," and I just wanted to share that this company I love, and I've been, cuts it, puts it back on, been using so much because they've been helping me so much with my goals and blah blah blah, and cuts the camera off, puts it back on. If you guys want to use it, use my code ba-da-da-da for 10% off. And I'm just like, girl, like, you don't care about your audience that much that you couldn't even take 10 minutes out of your day to write out a brief, study it, and come onto the camera and be like, "Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about this product, and I've been using it for a couple months, and it's been helping me so much with my goals and just keep me on track, and I want to share it with you guys because I know that you guys have also been, you know, struggling a little bit with committing to your goals and things of that nature. So I just thought that this campaign came at a perfect time because I really wanted to share it with y'all, and I figured that we can do it together. If you guys want to go ahead and try it out, click the link in my bio, 10% off using my code DAKOTA10, and let's get our goals together." Do you see the difference between like what I just did versus like reading from a computer screen and like it's hard because I get it. Like, when you get sucked into the, I'm not where I want to be yet, but I could imagine if I had like 1 million followers and I was getting like left and right campaigns, that yeah, the money is probably freaking fantastic. And to sit here and to make an Instagram post and make $1,000 to $5,000 versus doing a whole YouTube video and only making like 400 from like a brand, I get it. It's easy and it's quick money and you have a family to provide for, but it's like, you didn't even care about your audience enough to sit there and look at what you're promoting. You probably don't even use it. And you really posted that thinking that it was okay. Like, it got me so upset because at the end of the day, like, you guys see, I get sponsorships left and right offered to me, and I shut down about 40% of them. Like, I got an opportunity from like a laser hair removal company. A lot of people come on here and do it, and I did not take it because they wanted me to do a dedicated video where I was basically just sitting here and showing you guys how it's worked. And I was like, I tried to shoot back and be like, hey, what if I do a story time and also be like, by the way guys, today I'm going to be using this product because I've been just hating shaving lately and I want to find an alternative, and this is a cheaper alternative, and if you like the product, go ahead and click the link in my bio, use my code for $1 off. And they said no, they just want dedicated videos. And I was like, okay, you know what, thank you so much for the opportunity, but thank you, but no thank you. You guys, it was good money. I was gonna make probably the most money I've ever made in my whole entire life off of this one, like, basically, let me put it this way, 40 hours at my 9 to 5 I would make in one paycheck. from this deal. But I said no because you guys don't want to see that. And honestly, I don't want to do that. Who wants to sit here and do a dedicated video of fucking laser hair? Nobody. Like nobody. And I wanted to try the product genuinely, but I was like, I need to do it in a way that makes sense to my followers. If somebody else would do a dedicated video to laser hair removal, that would probably work for their channel, and I'm so happy for them. But for me, it just wouldn't, because that's not what my channel is about. Like, I don't do product reviews, and if I do, it's like within a video that you guys already like. Like, I love Dossier, I love my relationship with them, and you guys also love the products too. Like, their perfumes are bomb, and you get them for dumb cheap, and they last. Like, they're so good. Like, they're amazing. And like Keen, I love working with them. Skillshare, I loved working with them. Those were things I genuinely use, and I don't have to make a campaign brief because I use the product. So I can sit here and be like, yo, I love Dossier so much because guess what? I get to only spend $29 or like 40 bucks and get a luxury fragrance that would cost me $100 if I was buying Versace or Gucci or Dior. And I love the product so much. It's cruelty free. Like, they recycle. There's 100% guarantee. But like, I use the products so much and I genuinely love them. I don't have to read from a computer screen. Like, when I'm sharing things with you guys, yeah, I'm making money off of them, but I also genuinely fucking love the products and use it. So I feel like sometimes, because the influencer world is getting so, and there's duality and everything. There's real creators, of course. Like, Monet is like the realest creator I've ever seen on the internet. She keeps it so real and makes money at the same time. That's what I aspire to be like. But there's certain creators who will just come on here and they don't care about their audience. They just care about how much money they're gonna make, and it makes me sick. It really does. And I find a way to, I struggle with my footing in this community, and sometimes I feel like I don't belong in it because I feel like I'm too authentic. That sounds so fucking stupid, but like, it's just so, I feel like I'm too authentic. And because I'm too authentic, I feel like I'm not going to make as much money as I could. And that fucking sucks. You know how much that sucks? Like, I hate that. Like, but I refuse to conform and be this like robot coming on here and talking to you guys just so I can make money. Like, no. Like, what happened to like YouTube back in the day where people made good money just off of being them fucking selves? Just off of being themselves. We didn't have to get plastic surgery. We didn't have to get veneers. We didn't have to come on here and show Bloom superfoods all the damn time. Like, what happened to just coming on here, doing a day in the life video, or doing a conspiracy video, or doing a story time video, and just that being enough? It's sad, y'all. Like, it really is. Like, it's sad. And I struggle sometimes to find my footing within this community because I'm like, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. I don't know. Maybe this is supposed to just be like a side gig for me, and I'm just thinking out loud, y'all. I'm literally thinking out loud. I'm not saying I'm gonna leave YouTube. I'm not saying none of that, but I am saying that I need to start creating content that I'm happy with, and I feel like, and I'm so happy that I've built this community from the ground up to a point where I know that you guys will accept me and love me no matter what I decide and no matter what I do. And to have a support system like that means the freaking world. Like, you guys have saved me in so many ways. In so many ways, you guys have literally saved my life. When I started YouTube, I was in probably the deepest depression ever. I was in the middle of the pandemic, and I woke up one day and my video popped off, and I did more and more and more, and there is no quick come up story. There is no how did you do it. There is no, I just came on here, I was myself, and that was enough. I want to come on YouTube, I want to be myself, and I want that to be enough. And I'm so tired of thinking of, oh, well, what if I do this video and it doesn't go viral, or oh, what if I do this video and nobody likes it, or what if I do this video and it gets 2,000 views? But if this was 4 years ago when my video got 2,000 views, I would have been like celebrating, like, oh my god, my video got 2,000 views. Like, now I feel like if my videos don't get anything over 10K, that like I failed, and it sucks, and it's a piece, and who cares? Who likes it? Nobody. Like, I'm fucking failing. I'm stupid to think that I was ever supposed to do this with my life, and there's other creators out there getting 20,000 views in one day, and I'm getting 20,000 in maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Like, it makes me feel like a failure. But I know I'm not a failure because I know I'm special. I know that I'm here for a reason. I know that I came on here to do this because that's what God created me to do, was to come here and share my trial and turn it into my testimony and help other women. I feel like I'm doing that, but I feel like at the same time, like, I don't know anymore. If I'm not a storytime creator, then who am I? That's how I feel. Like, if I don't come on here and do story times, who am I? And if I do come on here and I start doing like girl talks and vlogs and day in my life or like stuff like this, like, am I just gonna slip in the cracks and I'm just gonna be that, oh my god, do you remember like Dakota? Like, she used to make story times and I loved her. Like, she was such a good story time teller and she was like the best. And but then she stopped doing it. She kind of like pivoted and I don't know, like I fell off. But like, I hope she's doing well. And then I'm just like a name like that was once here and nobody cares about anymore. And then if I die, it's like, what impact am I leaving? These are all the things that go through my head, you guys. Like, you guys are probably like, girl, I just woke up and drank my juice and you're talking about if you die, what impact you're gonna leave. But you guys, it matters to me. Like, what happens when I leave this earth and the impact that I leave matters to me. And that's why I'm saying, like, I come on here and I create for a bigger purpose. I don't just come on here and create because it's like, oh, I'm gonna do this video, get my check, and I'm gonna leave. It's like, I care about how I make you guys feel. And I care about how you guys perceive me as a person, because I get so many messages being like, you're my role model, you're my reason for still being here, you got me out of my toxic relationship. And that means more to me than any dollar amount. But I feel like at the same time, I want to create content where people still feel that way. But it's like, how do I do that without telling story times? Like, I don't know. Everyone knows that I need to wash my hair so bad. Like, has ever like run to that sometimes? Like, how does it feel to have your life 100% together and to know where you're going, what you're doing? Like, how does it feel? Because yeah, y'all, I'm just in a weird transitional period of my life right now. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's next. I don't know what's happening now, let alone 2 years from, I don't know, girl, even 2 days from now, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. And yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. But thank you so much for taking the time of the day to get ready with me, for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. The more you guys comment, the more like engagements my videos get. Super fun. Subscribe, obviously. Hello, if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? And yeah, just thank you for joining me today. If you are watching, you are loved. You are so loved. You are so valued. You are here for a reason. If you are still breathing and you're just if you're still here, you got a purpose, okay? And we're gonna figure this shit out together, y'all. We are in this together. We're gonna figure out our purpose together, our life together. By the time you guys see me next, this is all gonna be different, okay? I'm getting my room together today. I'm getting back on my fitness today. I've been eating healthy all day, drinking my water, taking my vitamins, okay? By the time you guys see me on Friday for a story time, I'm gonna be a whole new person. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for always being with me and supporting me. And today's post notification shout out goes to Heather Feather. She said, I just found your channel. You're hilarious and your little added clips are pure comedy. New sub. Heather, thank you for your sweet comment and welcome to the family, girl. I'm so happy to have you. Thank you for your support and your love and your care. And yeah, get ready for more videos and more content. I'm just so happy to have you here. If you want to be my next post notification shout out, all you have to do is turn your post notifications on, comment something down below, and you could possibly be my post notification shout out for the week. I love you guys so much. Hope you have a good rest of your Monday. I hope this video pushed you through that like workday slump or whatever. I hope that you're eating something and watching me at the same time. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Love you guys so much. Bye.
Baby, I wonder, would you just put your sweats on me? Yeah. I got the plug.